Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another day of sports betting as of today, and this is for Saturday, December 11th, slate of games. Quick recap as of yesterday, we did really well. We actually went 3-1 on the day, cashing in almost all of them, and the only one that we didn't cash in was a really bad beat. So let's go ahead and recap real quick. First, I had Kings -1 versus the Hornets. If you guys watched the end of that game, De'Aaron Fox misses 2 free throws when they are down by 1. So he could have made both free throws and it would have at least pushed for us. So we would have got our money back. But unfortunately, he missed both free throws. Now, everything else cashed. Capella over 13.5 rebounds, plus 100 odds. Easy cash. He hits this in towards the end of the third quarter, I think, or maybe the start of the fourth, but he ends up with like 16. So cashing it pretty easily against the Brooklyn Nets. Garrison Matthews over 2.5 threes. Cashes in the first half. He made like 4 in the first half. Like, Garrison Matthews is an absolute bucket, and when it comes to three-pointers, that line is way too low. Then we had Brandon Ingram over 33.5 PRAs versus Detroit, -125 odds, and that also cashed. I don't remember exactly. I don't think it was by much, but he did end up cashing that total. So we ended up going 3-1 on the day. So I'm really happy about that. And then if you guys do follow my Twitter, I added another play in. I did add in the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think it was -1. Or I don't remember the exact number, but regardless, I had them winning and covering, and they did just that. So if you guys are new, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. I usually try to put out 6 videos a week, so more than likely I will not have one as of tomorrow for Sunday slate of games, but I may. I don't know. I might put one out there. We've been rolling as of recently, and at this point in time, we are 15 subscribers away from 250. So I'd love to be able to hit that marker by the end of the week. So hopefully, if you guys are watching this, just hit that subscribe button. But let's hop straight into it. I have only 3 plays today. At the time of recording this video, it's just past midnight, and truthfully, there's not very many lines up for some reason. But I'm still really confident in all of my plays. These are going to be the ones that I'm going to be playing as of today. So, first one is going to be Donovan Mitchell over 4.5 assists versus the Washington Wizards, -110 odds. Donovan Mitchell has cashed this over in 9 of his last 10 games, and the only one that he didn't, he scored 36 points, so he really didn't have to do any passing. So I don't know why this line's so low. I feel like it should be 5.5 or even 6.5. Utah is second when it comes to scoring, just in general. So they put up a lot of points. Obviously, they have a lot of shooters. Obviously, Donovan Mitchell's a stud. Rudy Gobert can get it done on the inside if he has to. So they have a lot of scoring on their roster. And also, Washington has just been kind of mediocre on defense. They're 15th this year. So it doesn't really put a lot of doubt in my heart that this over 4.5 assists is going to cash. Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley kind of do split the possessions. So I feel like since they split them, I feel like Donovan Mitchell is going to get plenty of opportunities. And there's just plenty of scorers on the team, plenty of shooters to be able to kick out to. And I think they're going to be able to knock those down. So that's going to be my first play. Donovan Mitchell over 4.5 assists versus the Washington Wizards, -110 odds. Next play is going to be a repeat play from a couple nights ago. It's going to be Derrick White over 15.5 points versus the Denver Nuggets, -115 odds. So no more plus odds for him. Unfortunately, I would have loved to just keep racking it in, but unfortunately, they realized that Derrick White's a very good basketball player, and so they didn't allow that to happen anymore. But we're still taking this line. So we took this line last time against the Denver Nuggets, and that did end up cashing for us. Derrick White has hit the over on 5 of his last 7 games outright, and then 5 straight versus Denver. So I guess he just comes in against Denver, and he's looking for vengeance. He's looking for just something to play about, and he's doing just that. He's absolutely out here wanting to take over the Denver Nuggets, and he's doing just that. San Antonio is also a top 10 team when it comes to pace this year, so they really like to get up and down the floor, and that just creates more shot opportunities for a guy like Derrick White. And then Keldon Johnson's still questionable. We don't really know the status on him yet. I would say he's probably playing, which is going to hurt just a little bit, but with Devin Vassell still out, I think that I think Derrick White can definitely hit this over still. 15.5 points is just a little bit too low, especially with the scoring tear that he's been on recently. So I really like this play. Derrick White over 15.5 points, -115 versus Denver Nuggets. Then my third and final play is going to be my favorite play of the day. I'm putting a couple units on it. I'm pretty confident in it, and it's going to be the Cavaliers -6 versus the Sacramento Kings, -110 odds. I took the Kings tonight, and they didn't or last night, I guess, and they didn't cash for us. So unfortunately, gonna have to fade them this time. The Cavs have covered the spread in the last 10 games. 10 games that they've covered just outright. They've literally just covered against the spread in the last 10 games. And then also the Kings are on a back-to-back. As I just mentioned at the beginning of this video, I did take them and they did end up losing. So they are on the second leg of a back-to-back. They have to travel from Charlotte all the way over to oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank, to Cleveland, which isn't really a terrible flight or a terrible drive, but still, they do have to travel there and then play another game, so that could be a tough one for him. And then with Richaun Holmes is still listed as out as of right now, so if he is out, this is going to be a very terrible matchup for the Sacramento Kings. So since Richaun Holmes is out, the Cavs run 3 7-footers, and a lot of times we see them out there with 3-guard lineups with De'Aaron Fox, Davion Mitchell, and Tyrese Halliburton. You're not going to be able to do that against 3 7-footers. You might be able to do that against 1 or 2, but it's just going to be a really tough matchup. They're not going to have anybody that's going to match up against those 7-footers very well. Maybe Tristan Thompson, but I don't trust Tristan Thompson to be able to hold this Cavs team either. So, and then my last stat is just as a home favorite, the Cavs have technically covered every single time. They're 3-0-1, so they did have a push, but still, I'd be fine with getting my money back if that was the case. So I really like that play as well. Cavs -6 versus Sacramento -110 odds. I did consider the Rockets +8 versus the Grizzlies -110. And I may still play it, but I just don't think so. I think that one's just going to be one that I'm just gonna take a look at the box score and see kind of what's going on with that one. Plus, the Bulls do play tomorrow, so the odds of me watching a lot of that game would be very slim anyway. Just didn't like it enough. Maybe if you guys do follow my Twitter, maybe I'll make it an official play later, but odds are I probably won't. So those are going to be my 3 favorite plays of the day. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. I'm on a little bit of a heater. I have had some pretty good days as of recently. I think as of this week, I think I'm up like 7 units or something. So pretty solid overall. Of course, today really helped that out, but we're going to be looking to go back-to-back on these good days. In the week off right, we start off payday pretty well. But for now, this is King Center signing out. Peace.